You think you know Groundhog Day? Well, here's 10 things you may not have known about
Groundhog Day! Get up and check that hog out!
Every February 2nd, thousands of people travel to Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania to see if the groundhog, Punxsutawney Phil, will predict more winter. But the real Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania doesn't look like this. For the film Groundhog Day, filmmakers used the town of Woodstock, Illinois. Director Harold Ramis offered the role of Phil Connors to Tom Hanks, but thought that he was too nice. He considered Chevy Chase, Steve Martin, John Travolta, and Michael Keaton before choosing Bill Murray.
Bang! Bing!
All of the clocks in the diner are stopped, mimicking Phil Connors' predicament. Bill Murray was bitten by the groundhog a few times.
He's got to be stopped. And I have to stop him.
Real good, Phil. Real good.
There were rumors at one point that singer Tori Amos was considered to play Rita. Scriptwriter Danny Rubin initially wrote that Phil Connors is stuck in a time loop because of a curse or a spell from an ex-lover. The script also began with Phil already stuck on Groundhog Day and ending with Phil waking on February 3rd, only to find out that Rita is stuck in her own time loop. Bill Murray is actually playing the piano here. He learned that much of the song by ear. There was a scene where Phil destroys his room and shaves his head. The camera was going to pull back and reveal that the room and his hair were back to normal, but the filmmakers were having trouble making the shot work. Harold Ramis came up with a simpler way to convey the same idea. Phil would break a pencil, and it would be whole again the next morning.
Phil Connors!
Ned?
Harold Ramis stated that the original idea was that Phil Connors would relive February 2nd for 10,000 years. He has since said in interviews that Phil spends anywhere from 10 to 40 years. The film has had quite a cultural impact. It's become a symbol for spiritual transcendence. Buddhists enjoy the film's themes of rebirth and selflessness. Catholics see it as a representation of purgatory, and there are some religious leaders who consider it, quote, the most spiritual film of our time. It was chosen by the National Film Registry as being culturally and historically significant. And here's a bonus one. Director Harold Ramis offered the role of Phil Connors to Tom Hanks, but thought that he was too nice. That's it for this episode of You Think You Know Movies. Make sure to subscribe, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and get the latest movie and TV news on ScreenCrush.com.